Happy Purim.
Happy Purim.
Hey guys, we missed you guys. Love you guys so much. Happy Purim. We're so happy to be here and to be celebrating. We're sure you're having a great time wherever you are. We want to tell you a bit about Purim.
Purim is the holiday of losing what I think and what I know about reality.
So Purim for me is an opportunity to take my intellectual brain and toss it out of the window and see where it gets me.
But in Purim, I try to look who I am. I try to take off all my clothes, all my masecha, all my costume, everything.
Oh, you're fantastic.
And to be me, to be Ronan, to be who I am. And sometimes I'm very happy to see myself, and sometimes I'm very sad to see myself. But I look at myself. And this is Purim for me, is to look to deeper Ronan, deeper who I am.
It's that one day when I can say, you know what? For me personally, I really want to work on my pirate in me, okay? I don't bring my pirate out of me. That is a problem.
The costume helps us get into character of leaving who we are on our everyday basis. We have costumes on our everyday basis. And Purim is actually the only day when we're not on a costume, in a way. We hide, we fake it, we make faces, we hide behind our jobs, behind our business cards, behind our degrees, amount of money, I mean, cars, everything. This is a day when you're supposed to be emotionally and spiritually naked, but feel safe.
I feel like you need to play the game, you know, you need to be somewhat normal, sane, and I mean somewhat, not a whole lot, but just a little bit. And then you just put like a funny little China thing that you bought in 2 shekels, and suddenly everything is legitimate.
I think something really special about costumes is that we get to reveal something that the whole year we don't always have a time to reveal it, because we're like so into like the mass of like the society beings that we are. Now we have a time and we get to like express something new, something that like we have inside us that we want to reveal to everyone.
Yeah. Sometimes because we're so in character, like with the costume, it actually frees us, because it's sort of like reminding us that all year we're in character. Like we all have these like costumes that we wear all the time, and sometimes when you realize that and acknowledge that, you're like, yeah, I'm wearing a costume, you suddenly start like being the person that you really want to be.
So we want to bless you guys, so you'll be able to take off all your masks and be truly who you are.
And just have this real shining happiness that's already inside of you. You just need to discover it and reveal it.
Deep inside my heart. Let it go, let it go.
But alcohol, a little bit, can sometimes help a person to open up a little and get over that initial reticence to open up, because people are vulnerable when they open up. I mean, how often do you see a guy coming up to somebody else and saying, you know, I love you. I really love you. On a day-to-day basis, you look like, what are you, weird? What are you talking about? I don't want to know that. That's too much information for me. Quit telling me what you really think. It's not cool. Purim's a day that you can do that.
I have full time. Anyway, so
I like it.
So they went to the Rebbe. Sorry. Sorry. I mean, you can't. This is also yellow. So they go to the Rebbe.
The 18-year-old.
They go to the Rebbe.
It's 18-year-old. It's for
Actually, even if you don't drink, and this is a really interesting thing. The Slonim Rebbe says that you get drunk just from breathing the air of Purim. The thing is, the reason why we are using the alcohol is because we are very much attached to physicality. And we need physicality this time, not to prevent us from being spiritual, actually, but actually to help us to be spiritual. And this is the secret of Purim.
The mitzvah on Purim is to drink until you don't know the difference between Mordechai and Haman, between good and bad, until you realize that everything is one, and that is the secret of Purim. I want to bless us with that secret.
Wine during Purim time brings me to this time, to this period, to this point when I can be what I really am.
So we drink wine in order to break those barriers.
Not without a dress! Not without a dress, man!
To tell each other how much we love each other. That's the only reason why we drink wine. Haman.
Wow. Why?
Why? Because Purim for me, like, again, all year round we approach the world with, like, there's good and there's bad. There's light and there's darkness, but there's a place where everything is one. And Purim is the day that light shines, a place that is above good and bad. There's a place that you can't even know the difference, because there's just the oneness, there's just love, there's just pure love.
Esther.
Mine is Mordechai.
Really? No way. Okay. Why Mordechai?
Something that's like so special in my opinion about Mordechai is that he decided not to like bow down. He didn't care what everyone said. He did what his heart told him, and he went with the truth, 100%.
I love Esther because she's such a strong, feminine character, and she goes through a real transition. Like, she starts off this like quiet, shy girl who's just sort of like having this whole drama happen around her and is not quite sure what to do with herself. But at a certain point in the story, she really changes, and she realizes that it's up to her to change the story, and that if she doesn't take leadership, nobody will. So Esther like just takes things into her hands, and she starts like calling the shots, and she starts realizing that like the fact that she's there in that moment is for a reason, and she has a role to fill. I think that's really amazing.
So yeah, I just want to make a l'chaim for the I don't know state of mind. I don't know, I don't have a clue. I'm cool with it. Surprise me, God, surprise me.
So alone.
I've heard that joke probably so many times. It's probably one of the main reasons why I made Aliyah.
Do you have pretzels on my teeth?
No, looking clean. Clean.